Live performances captivate audiences with their unpredictability and raw energy. But this very unpredictability can also lead to moments of profound tragedy. When a performer's life ends mid-performance, the shock reverberates through those present, turning an evening of entertainment into an unforgettable and heartbreaking event. Performing live adds a layer of vulnerability, as artists put not only their talent but their very selves on display. This list honors the memory of performers who passed away doing what they loved, highlighting the fleeting nature of life and the unwavering dedication of these artists to their craft, even in their final moments. Tommy Cooper was a British comedy legend, beloved for his unique blend of slapstick humor and intentionally clumsy magic tricks. His trademark fez, towering stature, and bumbling persona made him instantly recognizable and endeared him to audiences across the UK and beyond. Despite his inept onstage character, Cooper was a master showman, expertly crafting routines where his failed magic tricks often led to hilarious punchlines. His impeccable comedic timing made every performance unforgettable, turning his mishaps into moments of brilliance. On April 15, 1984, during a live broadcast of Live from Her Majesty's in London, tragedy struck. Cooper was performing his usual brand of chaotic magic when he suddenly collapsed on stage from a massive heart attack. Wearing his familiar fez and still holding his prop, he fell backward into the curtains as the audience erupted in laughter, believing it was part of his routine. The delayed realization that something was terribly wrong added to the devastating shock for those in the theater and millions watching at home. The broadcast continued, cutting away to a commercial as crew members rushed to assist him. But Cooper was pronounced dead shortly after being carried backstage. Despite the tragedy, Cooper's legacy remained strong. His comedic genius and larger-than-life persona continued to inspire generations of performers. Known for bringing joy and laughter to millions, he is remembered as one of Britain's most beloved entertainers. His untimely passing during a live performance remains a poignant reminder of his dedication to making people smile, even in his final moments. Sid James was one of Britain's most beloved comedy actors, known for his infectious laugh, cheeky persona, and iconic roles in the Carry On film series. With his gruff voice and unmistakable charm, James became a household name, playing mischievous, womanizing characters who always found themselves in hilarious situations. His performances in films like Carry On Camping and Carry On Cleo solidified his status as a comedy legend, making him synonymous with British humor during the 1960s and 1970s. Beyond the Carry On series, he also enjoyed immense success on television with shows like Bless This House. On April 26, 1976, during a live performance of The Mating Season at the Sunderland Empire Theatre, James tragically suffered a fatal heart attack. In the middle of a scene, he suddenly collapsed onto the stage, slumping in his chair. The audience initially thought his fall was part of the performance, laughing along as the actors hesitated, unsure of what to do. It wasn't until the curtain was quickly drawn that the true gravity of the situation became clear. James was rushed backstage, but despite efforts to revive him, he was pronounced dead shortly after. Sid James' passing stunned fans and colleagues alike, marking the end of an era in British comedy. His long career was defined by a natural comedic talent that brought joy to millions. Today, he is remembered not only for his unforgettable performances, but for his enduring legacy as one of Britain's most cherished entertainers, whose humor remains timeless. Molière, born Jean-Baptiste Poquelin, is widely regarded as one of the greatest playwrights in history and a pioneer of French theater. Renowned for his sharp wit, satire, and masterful comedic timing, Molière created timeless plays such as Tartuffe, The Misanthrope, and The Imaginary Invalid. His works often criticize the hypocrisies of society, blending humor with profound social commentary. In addition to writing, Molière was a dedicated actor who performed lead roles in many of his productions, making him a true man of the stage. Despite his success, Molière's health had been deteriorating for years due to tuberculosis. However, his love for the theater and his sense of duty to his craft compelled him to continue performing, even as his condition worsened. On February 17, 1673, during the fourth performance of The Imaginary Invalid, a play in which he ironically portrayed a hypochondriac obsessed with his health. Molière suffered a severe coughing fit and collapsed on stage. Determined to finish the performance, he mustered enough strength to complete his scene before collapsing again backstage. Shortly afterward, Molière passed away in his home. His death became a symbolic and tragic testament to his devotion to the theater. Despite facing criticism from the religious establishment and enduring personal hardship, Molière's legacy endures as a trailblazer who revolutionized comedy and theater. His passing on stage added an unforgettable poignancy to his life story, making him a lasting symbol of unwavering passion and dedication to the arts. His plays continue to be performed and celebrated around the world, ensuring his genius lives on centuries after his final bow. Leonard Warren was one of the greatest American opera singers of the 20th century, renowned for his rich baritone voice and commanding stage presence. Best known for his work with the Metropolitan Opera, Warren captivated audiences with his powerful interpretations of Verdi's most demanding roles, including Rigoletto, Macbeth, and Don Carlo. His exceptional vocal control and emotional depth made him a towering figure in the opera world, earning widespread admiration from critics and fans alike. On March 4, 1960, Warren took the stage at the Metropolitan Opera for a performance of Verdi's La Forza del Destino, one of his signature operas. After delivering the powerful aria More Tremenda Cosa, To Die, a momentous thing, he suddenly staggered and collapsed. The audience, initially unsure of what had happened, waited in stunned silence as the curtain quickly closed. Tragically, Warren had suffered a massive cerebral hemorrhage and died almost instantly, leaving both his fellow performers and the audience in shock. Warren's untimely death sent waves of grief throughout the opera world. His passing mid-performance was especially poignant, as he was at the height of his career and performing a piece that spoke directly to themes of fate and mortality. His voice and artistry had an indelible impact on American opera, and his recordings continue to showcase his unparalleled talent. Leonard Warren's legacy endures as a reminder of his profound contributions to opera and the fragility of life, even for those who seem larger than life on stage. Dick Shawn was an American comedian and actor known for his surreal, unpredictable comedy style and his memorable role as the bumbling, hippie actor LSD in Mel Brooks' classic film The Producers. His offbeat humor, eccentric stage presence, and ability to blend satire with absurdity made him a standout performer in both film and live comedy. Shawn's stage shows were unique experiences where he often broke the fourth wall, used bizarre props, and improvised freely, making audiences feel like anything could happen at any moment. On April 17, 1987, during a performance at the University of California, San Diego, Shawn was delivering one of his signature routines about the end of the world, portraying a politician humorously declaring, "If elected, I will not lay down on the job." Moments later, in a tragic twist, Shawn collapsed on stage from a heart attack. Because his comedy was so unpredictable, the audience believed the fall was part of the act and continued laughing, expecting him to get up and continue. Minutes passed before anyone realized that something was seriously wrong, and by the time emergency services arrived, Shawn had passed away. Dick Shawn's sudden death stunned the comedy world, as he had been in the middle of doing what he loved, bringing laughter to an audience. His legacy endures as a trailblazer in comedy, remembered for his fearless approach to humor and his willingness to push creative boundaries. Though his final moments were mistaken for part of a joke, his impact on comedy remains no laughing matter. Shawn's work continues to be celebrated as a masterclass in eccentric, innovative performance. Leslie Harvey was a talented Scottish guitarist known for his soulful playing and contributions to the blues rock band Stone the Crows. Born in 1944, Harvey began his musical career in the 1960s, playing with notable bands such as the Blues Council before co-founding Stone the Crows in 1969. With Maggie Bell's powerful vocals and Harvey's masterful guitar work, the band quickly gained acclaim for their electrifying performances and emotional sound, becoming a rising force in the British rock scene. Tragically, Harvey's promising career was cut short on May 3, 1972, during a soundcheck before a live performance at Swans's top-ranked ballroom. While adjusting his microphone on stage, Harvey was electrocuted due to an ungrounded cable, sending a fatal current through his body. Despite attempts to revive him, he passed away at the age of 27. His death sent shockwaves through the music world and devastated his bandmates, particularly Maggie Bell, who had a close personal and professional relationship with him. Harvey's death became a cautionary tale that raised awareness about the importance of stage safety and proper electrical grounding at live events. In the years following the tragedy, new safety measures and stricter regulations were implemented to prevent similar incidents. Though his life and career were tragically brief, Leslie Harvey left a lasting legacy as an extraordinary guitarist whose talent and passion for music shone through in every performance. His contributions to Stone the Crows remain an essential part of their legacy, and his untimely passing serves as a poignant reminder of the hidden dangers faced by musicians performing live. Fans and fellow musicians continue to honor his memory, remembering him for his remarkable artistry and the tragic loss of a life full of potential. Brandon Lee, the son of legendary martial artist Bruce Lee, was on the brink of a promising career in Hollywood when tragedy struck. Known for his striking looks, martial arts skills, and natural charisma, Brandon sought to step out of his father's shadow and forge his own legacy. His breakthrough role came with The Crow, a dark, gothic action film in which he portrayed Eric Draven, a musician brought back from the dead to avenge his fiancée's murder. The film's haunting themes of love and loss were tragically mirrored by real life, when Lee's promising future was cut short during filming. On March 31, 1993, while shooting a pivotal scene in The Crow, Lee's character was meant to be shot by a prop gun. However, due to a fatal oversight, the gun contained a dummy round lodged in the barrel, which was accidentally propelled by a blank cartridge, fatally wounding him in the abdomen. Lee was rushed to the hospital but succumbed to his injuries hours later. He was just 28 years old. Brandon Lee's death sent shockwaves through Hollywood, prompting a thorough reevaluation of safety protocols on film sets. New regulations were introduced to ensure stricter handling of firearms and props to prevent future tragedies. Lee's legacy endures as a symbol of unfulfilled potential, with The Crow becoming a cult classic dedicated to his memory. His tragic death highlighted the dangers actors face, even in controlled environments, and serves as a somber reminder of the importance of safety in the pursuit of cinematic artistry. Despite his short life, Brandon Lee remains an enduring figure, remembered for his talent, his determination to carve his own path, and the heartbreaking loss of a life and career filled with promise. Mark Sandman, the frontman of the acclaimed alternative rock band Morphine, was a gifted musician known for his distinctive deep voice, poetic lyrics, and innovative low-rock style, a unique blend of jazz, blues, and rock. Formed in 1989, Morphine stood out for its unconventional instrumentation, featuring Sandman on a two-string slide bass, alongside saxophone and drums, creating a minimalist yet rich sound. Sandman's haunting vocals and introspective lyrics added an emotional depth to the band's music, earning them a devoted following with hits like Buena and Cure for Pain. On July 3, 1999, while performing at the Nel Nome del Rock Festival in Palestrina, Italy, Sandman tragically collapsed on stage mid-performance. As the audience watched in stunned confusion, medical personnel rushed to assist him, but Sandman was pronounced dead at the scene due to a heart attack. He was 46 years old. His sudden passing left fans, bandmates, and the music world reeling. Sandman's death was a significant loss for the alternative music community. His innovative approach to music and refusal to conform to mainstream trends made him a revered figure in the indie scene. Fans admired his authenticity and his ability to blend melancholy with beauty in his songwriting. Despite his untimely passing, Sandman's legacy endures through Morphine's timeless music, which continues to resonate with listeners. His influence can be seen in countless artists who cite his creativity and unique vision as an inspiration. Mark Sandman remains a symbol of musical integrity and innovation, remembered for the profound emotional impact of his work and the enduring tragedy of a life and career cut short. Owen Hart, a beloved professional wrestler and member of the iconic Hart wrestling family, was known for his technical skill, charismatic persona, and sense of humor. As the younger brother of wrestling legend Bret the Hitman Hart, Owen made a name for himself in WWE, then WWF, with his high-flying moves and memorable feuds. Competing under personas like the Blue Blazer, Hart captivated audiences with his athleticism and ability to make fans both cheer and laugh. Tragically, Owen's life was cut short during a live WWE pay-per-view event, Over the Edge, on May 23, 1999, in Kansas City, Missouri. As part of his entrance as the Blue Blazer, Hart was supposed to descend from the rafters in a comedic superhero-style stunt. However, a tragic equipment malfunction caused him to fall over 70 feet into the ring. Medical personnel rushed to the scene, but Hart was pronounced dead shortly afterward due to blunt force trauma. Although the live broadcast did not show the fall, the incident was announced to millions of stunned viewers watching at home. Owen Hart's death sent shockwaves through the wrestling world and sparked widespread criticism of WWE for the dangerous stunt. The tragedy led to increased scrutiny over the use of aerial stunts in professional wrestling, prompting significant changes in safety protocols. The wrestling community mourned the loss of one of its brightest stars, with many calling for reforms to prevent such tragedies in the future. Owen Hart's legacy is defined not only by his remarkable talent, but also by his humility and kindness outside the ring. To honor his memory, his family established the Owen Hart Foundation, which supports educational initiatives and charitable causes. His tragic death remains a somber reminder of the risks performers take and the importance of prioritizing safety above spectacle. Edith Webster was a seasoned stage actress, best known for her role in local theater productions of the melodrama The Drunkard, a popular 19th-century temperance play. With her expressive performances and commanding presence, Webster became a beloved figure in her theater community. One of the most memorable scenes in her recurring role was her character's dramatic death scene, a climactic moment in the play that always captivated audiences. On the night of November 24, 1986, during a performance in Baltimore, Maryland, Webster was delivering her final monologue as part of her character's scripted death. As she reached the end of her speech, she collapsed on stage as she was supposed to. However, in a tragic twist of fate, Webster had actually suffered a fatal heart attack. At first, the audience thought it was part of the performance, applauding her commitment to the scene. It was only when her fellow cast members rushed to her side that the gravity of the situation became clear. She passed away on stage, doing what she loved, at the age of 60. Webster's passing was both tragic and hauntingly poetic, as it mirrored the very scene she had performed countless times. Her death became a symbol of lifelong dedication to the theater, embodying the phrase, "the show must go on," in the most poignant way. Her story remains a powerful reminder of the emotional and physical demands of live theater and the passion that drives performers. Edith Webster's legacy lives on as a testament to her enduring love for the stage, and her untimely passing continues to be remembered as one of the most bittersweet moments in theater history, a final bow that was as heartbreaking as it was unforgettable. The stories of performers who passed away mid-performance highlight a powerful theme of dedication and tragedy. Many artists are driven by an unrelenting passion for their craft, often continuing to perform despite health concerns, personal hardships, or the physical demands of live performance. Their commitment to their art is unwavering, as the stage often represents more than just a career. It is their life's purpose, a space where they feel most alive. However, this same passion can lead to heartbreaking outcomes, with some stars pushing themselves beyond their physical limits, resulting in moments of profound tragedy. Performers like Molière, Leonard Warren, and Mark Sandman exemplified the idea that the show must go on, even in the face of debilitating health issues. Molière's decision to continue performing despite his illness became a symbol of his devotion to the theater, even though it ultimately led to his collapse and death on stage. Similarly, Leonard Warren's sudden death during a soaring operatic performance shocked his audience, but also underscored his artistic greatness, as he passed away during a moment that epitomized his craft. For these artists, their final moments became lasting symbols of their dedication and artistry. However, some of these tragedies have also served as cautionary tales about the risks associated with live performances. Owen Hart's fatal fall during a wrestling stunt exposed the dangers of spectacle-driven stunts and prompted changes in safety regulations within the wrestling industry. Similarly, the electrocution of guitarist Leslie Harvey highlighted the importance of stage safety, leading to stricter protocols to prevent future tragedies. Brandon Lee's death on the set of The Crow also reshaped Hollywood's approach to prop weaponry, demonstrating the deadly consequences of oversight in high-risk scenes. These losses, though tragic, led to crucial reforms that have since protected other performers. The emotional impact of these deaths was immense, not only for audiences, but also for fellow performers who witnessed the events firsthand. In cases like Tommy Cooper and Dick Shawn, the line between performance and reality blurred, leaving audiences unsure whether they were witnessing comedy or catastrophe. When the tragic truth set in, the emotional weight was overwhelming, turning what should have been a joyful evening into an unforgettable tragedy. For actors and musicians on stage with performers like Sid James and Edith Webster, the experience of losing a colleague mid-performance left lasting scars, reminding them of the fragility of life and the physical toll that live performance can exact. These stories reveal the incredible dedication of performers who gave everything to their craft, sometimes to their last breath. While their deaths may be tragic, their legacies endure, as they continue to be remembered not only for their tragic endings, but for their immense contributions to the worlds of theater, music, and performance. Ultimately, these moments remind us of the vulnerability and humanity behind the art we so often take for granted, reinforcing the importance of balancing passion with precaution in pursuit of excellence. The stories of these performers serve as poignant reminders of the fragility of life and how it can change in an instant, even during moments of joy and artistic expression. Each of these artists stepped onto the stage or set with the intention of sharing their craft, not knowing it would be their final bow. Their sudden passing highlights the unpredictable nature of live performance, a space where the beauty of spontaneity and connection is often accompanied by vulnerability. While these tragic moments are heartbreaking, they also serve as testaments to the courage and dedication of performers who continue to create magic, even in the face of risk. Live performances have a unique ability to unite audiences in joy, laughter, and awe, creating memories that last a lifetime. Yet, these stories remind us that live events also carry an element of unpredictability. Whether due to health issues, stunts gone wrong, or technical failures, the unpredictability of live shows can lead to tragedy if precautions are not in place. Incidents like the deaths of Owen Hart, Leslie Harvey, and Brandon Lee underscore the need for stringent safety protocols to protect performers and ensure that no life is lost in pursuit of entertainment. Hollywood and the music industry have made significant strides in implementing safety reforms following these tragedies, but the importance of prioritizing safety over spectacle remains critical. Despite their untimely deaths, the legacies of these performers endure. Artists like Moliere, Leonard Warren, and Mark Salmon are remembered for their immense contributions to their respective fields, and their final moments are seen as symbols of devotion to their craft. Others, like Tommy Cooper, Dick Shawn, and Edith Webster, left audiences with a bittersweet blend of laughter and sorrow, demonstrating the profound emotional impact that live performance can have. These performers may no longer be with us, but their work continues to inspire and captivate fans around the world. Tributes to Owen Hart's athleticism, Brandon Lee's potential as a rising star, and Sid James' enduring humor remind us that while these artists' lives ended too soon, their influence has transcended their deaths. The laughter, tears, and awe they inspired continue to resonate, immortalizing their talents and spirits. In remembering these performers, we not only honor their artistic achievements, but also acknowledge the risks they took to share their talents with the world. Their stories remind us to cherish the fleeting moments of beauty in life and to celebrate the resilience and bravery of those who dedicate their lives to their art. Ultimately, their lives and legacies serve as a powerful reminder that while life on stage may be unpredictable, the impact of true artistry lasts forever.